How you doing, Steve? I when I woke up this morning, I saw your message and sitting here waiting on the family to get up. I say family, blessed to have my weekend, my grandkids over this weekend, and in reading your notes, I just felt that it would be a lot of type and be easy just to talk straight to you. Um, yes, you're right. The network marketing world can be a tough world. I'm not gonna lie to you. My first success came with a company called Prepaid Legal. That was back in 2005, and I was uh, blessed to make a lot of money with that particular company. Made a mistake and left too early. When I say left too early, short story. In 90 days, I had built up a team of 96 people over here in Europe. And I had signed a contract prior to go to States to open up a financial office in the state of Georgia. And that was supposed to be worth $250,000 a year. Okay. So it was like on call deal. So I jumped and went. Contract went bad, etc., and so forth. But in that 6 7 month period of time, I had let my team down, and wasn't there for them, and they faded away. So I learned a lesson. Okay, now let me say this: I didn't come back on the internet to try again until, well, I attempted 2007, and I got stung to the tune of about $1,500. Okay, because I jumped into something, and after I got into it, I realized that I didn't know how to market. Okay, so my $1,500 was gone just like that. So lesson learned. That's part of that 5,000 I told you about. Then in 2008, there was a company online that was called the Seven Figure Marketing School. I got into that. I think it was $66 a month. Everything was going good. Then there was some problems with the founder. Okay, so his partner broke up with him, blah blah blah, and of course my money was down the drain, and I had only learned half. I didn't really know everything, but I got good at making videos. That was the one thing I did learn from them, which I still use today, which was making videos. I kind of learned how to make a blog. Okay, um, but that was my thing. And then along the way, from then to now, I've just picked up through trial and error a lot of things, um, just by trial and error. Excuse me, it's still early in the morning over here. Um, my point is this though, and this is something that just happened recently. I actually went backwards because The Secret, you've probably heard of the movie. And of course, I saw it years ago. You hear something, it sounds good, and you forget about it. The book Think and Grow Rich, I wrote that, read that 30 some years ago when I first got into the insurance industry. Okay, um, made a lot of money in the insurance industry in 30 some years. Sad to say, I made it, spent it, didn't keep a lot of it. All right, but I enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. We enjoyed the nice cars, trips, and everything. Um, where was I at? Talking about my marketing career. Okay, so 2008. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Talking about companies. 2008, if I could count them, somewhere between, this is in 1 year, 6 to 8 companies, at least 6 I know, went under on me. Okay, so that means I paid the fees to get in. Something happened. Company got sold. Had one company, the founder built the company up, just turn around and leave it. Okay, so no confidence. So it's been a long road. I had the same experience with Tammy as yourself. Was not a fan of David Woods because of his language and my beliefs. So we didn't mix there. So I left that alone. Had some success with a company called Infinity Downline and EPX Body. I'll be honest with you, I got in more because of Tammy than the product, than really liking the product. So I can't say that was the best decision because the commission really stunk to be honest with you. And I was blessed to end up where I'm at. Okay, but I don't want to talk about the company I'm with. What I want to talk about is something that I found when I got to this company. I met a gentleman who took me back to my days of the book Think and Grow Rich. Okay, because if you get into the book itself, it all talks about your mindset. Okay, they even give you first 4 chapters. They even give you the basics to run on. A lot of people read the book, to include myself, but don't put the principles that they teach you into action. So when I came to the company I'm with now, which of course, as you know, is Explosion, I got on a call with a gentleman by the name of Darren Little, right? I think it was Darren Little, and he has this course. And he gives it some weird name, Quantum something. And come to find out, what the guy was really teaching people and having people pay for was to teach them the basics of the laws of attraction. All right? Now, in reality, I have been using the laws of attraction since my career began in the in the clothing industry when I got out of the Army way back in 1974. Okay, I didn't know it. Like when I entered the insurance industry the first year, I said I was going to be salesman of the year. I told myself that every month. Okay, I didn't know I was putting forces into action, that I was asking the universe, God, okay, to be salesman of the year. Well, guess what? I missed it by $100 in annual premium. Okay, $100. So that was like, what, $8 a month or something like that. But like I'm saying, I didn't know it. I used to have weeks in the insurance industry, and my wife can tell you this. I say, hey, I need $1,000 on Monday. I'd have $1,000 by Friday. Somewhere along the way, I had forgotten all this. So my point is this: I started about roughly 10 days ago, following the basics, the laws of attraction, Think and Grow Rich, the power of positive thinking. Okay, and I actually wrote down my goals. I even have what's called the success statement that I read every morning. I have I ams that I read every day. And after about 10 days, I look back and things had started happening. Okay, in 1 week, my goal was like to recruit 2 people a day, but I had recruited 4 people. Just like boom, And then I noticed that people were starting to contact me that had no interest in the past or new people, Now, people can call it hocus pocus or whatever they want, but if a person has any type of spiritual being inside of them, then they will know, one, there is 2 worlds, okay? One is God's world, one is the world of the devil. We all know that, all right? I'm not going to go there. But, okay, this will close it out because this happened to me personally, and this is what really pushed me back into laws of attraction. 2010, April 2010, I needed a meniscus operation. I messed up my knee. Okay, my son is a Ironman participant. My oldest son is an Ironman participant. Has been for the last 2-3 years now. And he said, Dad, because prior was a marathon runner. Okay, and he said, Dad, he's had knee operations. If you can go through the pain, try to get it healed if you can with therapy, because you can't do that. All right. I'm telling you, this pain, I could not lay my leg down at night. I couldn't find a proper position for it. I was on pain pills and all that. But every day I told myself, just a quote I remembered from the Bible, which it is, I'm healed by His stripes. I'm healed by His stripes. And I said that every day for 90 days. In 90 days, I had 95% of my knee back. 95% of my knee back, usage of it. The only thing I could not do was do a full squat. And now I'll tell you right now, at 66, I'm not interested in doing a full squat. Okay, all right. But that helped me that when I got with this company, Explosial, and I met the gentleman I told you about, Darren, one of Darren's students, Steph, I think of my last name right now. Anyway, using this system, and she'll tell you in a minute, changed her whole life around. She went in 2 months from zero in debt to over $17,000 in the bank. Okay, another lady, Pam Lawhon, I think her name is. All right, her first month, $7,000 in the business. She uses the same system. So, Eric Green, there's a number of people I could name for you that that follow this system. So the point I was trying to get at, like I messaged you, is that the reason I sent you that movie, okay, is that it all starts in your mind, and you have to work on your mind daily. If you go back and listen to some of my shows, I preach this every day, not the whole show, okay, because I believe that you have to mix learning with pleasure. But this is what I truly believe in, okay. You have to make a connection. You have to do it on a daily basis, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. In the statements that I read from you, and the reason I came at you like this, okay, is because I did see a lot of negative in your statements. Okay? Because you can look at the experiences that you had in the last 5 years, and it might sound hard, but it's reality. Okay? I don't use I guess I use the word learning, okay? But there's some things you picked up in there. At least I know there's some things you picked up in there that you know not to do, which is a positive. So I hope this made sense to you, and I hope that it can help you some. And like I said, I'm not asking you to go jump into my company and pay $154 and be all in, okay? What I'm saying is just tune in. Tune in until you feel comfortable. You got some questions you want to ask me, and when you feel, or let me say, if you get to a point where you feel comfortable with me, hey, I would love to work with you. Yeah. And the thing I love about my team is a true team effort. Oh, by the way, a lot of these guys, okay, that are on this team used to be with Tammy, so her paycheck went down a lot. So if what she's doing is evil, she will pay for it. Believe me. All right? And look, I pray for your success. I truly do. All right? But please watch that movie I sent you. If you like, I'll send you the same recording I listened to from Darren Little. The Secret, Break It Out. YouTube, you can find a copy of it. I read sometime on my radio show from the actual book, The Secret. Okay, it all starts right here. Block people out. Right? As you work on your goals, God will place the right people in front of you. But you have to believe. That's where it comes from. All right? Hey, look, I wish you a great weekend. I got to go get Brötchen. I'm in Germany. It's like rolls, but over here they call it Brötchen for my grandkids and my wife. God bless. Have a good weekend.